Yeah. And could you state your name and your title?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, go ahead. State your name and title.
Okay, so good afternoon. I'm Telma Souza. I'm a tourist guide, a certified tourist guide, and I'm a member of AGIC, which is the Tourist Guides Association and Tour Managers Association as well. And I'm delighted to show you Portugal, to show you Lisbon, to show you the surroundings. Right behind me, you can see Sintra Town Palace, which is a medieval palace and definitely a nice place to visit.
And why should someone pick Lisbon for their next European vacation for American travelers? What do they need to know about Lisbon?
Oh, well, Lisbon being the capital of the country is a must-see place. I mean, we have lots of monuments. So if you enjoy history, it's a good place to come to. If you enjoy food tours, I mean, gastronomy in Portugal is based on the Mediterranean food. So it's definitely something that you should try. The wines are spectacular. Cheeses are good. So it's definitely a place to come to, either for history, for food, or just to relax and enjoy.
Great. And if someone had only 48 hours, like we've been doing here, just a little quick stopover, so to
Well,
speak, what would be some of the must-do things for someone in such a 2 day period?
in 48 hours, I would spend one day in Lisbon, one day in Sintra and Cascais. So, Sintra is the mountain where the royal family would go to during summer season. So, it's a little bit cooler than the city, and it's definitely beautiful because of all of the palaces that we have here. And then we also have Cascais, which we can do on the same day with Sintra, which is by the ocean side. And we could have a lovely fish lunch there, for instance. So spend a day in Lisbon, spend a day in Sintra and Cascais, and you'll be delighted.
Great. And what are some of the best times of the year to visit, season-wise? How does it break
Well,
down?
it depends on whenever you have holiday, of course. But I would say that winter time you have it's less crowded, so it's easier for you to move around with less crowds. But then springtime, it's gorgeous when you have all of the flowers blooming, so that's an amazing period of time. Summertime might get a little bit hot, so in general we have tourism, but not really people visiting places. We have a lot more people looking for the beach because we also have wonderful beaches here in Portugal. And well, autumn is still mild. Winter, as you can see, it's winter now and it's a gorgeous sunny day. So I would say every season is good. Just pick one season whenever you have holiday, and you're most welcome to come to Portugal.
Great. And can you tell us just some about some of the national dishes, the food that really stands out in Portugal?
Oh, yes. Fish, definitely, I would say first option, try fish. Just grilled fish is delicious, but the most well known dish is the codfish. And we actually have the dry codfish, which is salted. So we have to desalt it first before we cook it. But we have 365 different ways of cooking cod. So imagine you can try every day of the year and always try a different dish. But if you're not a fish eater, we also love meat. So you can try the chicken piri piri, which has a hot sauce. You can have beef, you can have lamb, you can have turkey, you can have duck. So we really have a very wide range of possibilities. And I'm sure that one or two or three or all of them will please you.
And what about those for the with the sweet tooth, the
Oh, the
national
sweet
sweet?
tooth. This is paradise for the sweet tooth. I mean, every little town has its own specific pastry. So right now we are in Sintra, and Sintra is known for cheese tartlets. So they're small. They are made with fresh cheese, so they don't have a cheesy flavor. They actually taste more of cinnamon than they do of cheese, and they are called queijada because they're made with cheese. But then there's another one, also from Sintra, which is in the shape of a rectangle, and we call it travesseiro, which means pillow, because it's a flaky pastry with eggs, sugar, and almonds. So delicious, terrible for cholesterol, but delicious when you eat them. And in Lisbon, I mean, the custard tartlets have become so popular that it's not anymore only Lisbon. You find the custard tartlets everywhere. So you might have heard about the name pastéis de nata. So those are the custard tartlets. You definitely want to try those.